think of Stanley's game, and I guess he came in and picked up the slack with Tony. Did you see what happened? We saw a replay, it looked like Tony they were getting into it a little bit, looked like he got his hands in his face, and I guess that was a flaking too. What did you see on that?
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I thought both Adese and Stan, Adese went 5 of 7 in his minutes. Stan 7 of 10. Those guys played their roles. They didn't force the issue. Thank goodness both of them played really well tonight. Turnovers, a huge problem, a huge issue. Not happy at all. Penn is not a team that turns people over. And then defensively, number 0 just torched us. 25 points, for their backup point guard. Defensively, we got some things we gotta really work on. Taking care of the basketball, we have to get a lot better at. Wish we could practice right now, but we can't.
Was it good to see Stanley kind of bust out, though? I mean, he had some 10-point games for you, but...
Thanks for keeping it positive, Bob.
That was probably more, maybe what more people expected from him.
Yeah, no, he's so good in that mid-range, Bob. When teams zone us, he finds sweet spots. Both him and Adese do a great job against zones. Either working the dunker spot or working what we call the hot spot in the middle of the floor. And then they both cut well, and they're opportunistic cutters. So, really happy with those two guys and their performance. And Stanley had 7 defensive rebounds, and Jaylen did a great job again of leading us in assists with 6 assists, although he's got to take care of the ball better. 4 turnovers is way too many out of that position. Progress with Devo and JD with combining for 10 assists, but we've got to get some consistency taking care of the basketball at our guard spot. I mean, we have to.
Curtis. Coach, you guys were plus 26 on points in the paint, plus 16 on the boards. How important was that on a day where the 3-pointers weren't necessarily falling? And is 3-point shooting a bit of a concern at this point or not?
No, I think I think a lot of some teams are just packing it in the lane and daring us to shoot. Sometimes you can't take the bait. Like, just do what Stan did, and just do what Adese did. And those guys are the guys that made the threes for us, and they weren't forcing threes. And so let the game come to you. Shoot a 3 when your feet are set and the ball swings. Don't try to shoot a 3 off the bounce, and you'll probably shoot a higher percentage. This ball club, it's a challenge to coach. And so we're going to have to continue as a staff to try to get our philosophies ingrained in them. That was the first team that zoned us. And like I said, I thought 2 guys did a fabulous job against the zone. Now we got to get the back court to handle it a little bit better as well.
You early one just on the rebounding, that probably made a big difference, I think.
Yeah, I thought from a rebounding standpoint, there's just so many guys. JD had 9 defensive rebounds. I thought we did a really good job of, controlling that. And what you do as a coach sometimes is you find a hole, and then you work on it. And so we did a lot of rebounding drills whenever we met and we stunk on the glass. And now, I think we've done a really good job of that. One problem keeps rearing its head, taking care of the basketball and getting a shot on goal. And it's something philosophically that's extremely important to me as a coach. We've been a team that gets shots on goal, even if they're bad shots, instead of turning the ball over. And we just continue to be careless with the basketball. And you can't do that and win at a high level.
Coach JD didn't make a single 3 today, but still had 28 points. What did you make of his offensive game today?
Yeah, I thought he made a real conscious effort to take the ball to the cup, cut a little bit more, although he somehow took 6. But he did, make an effort tonight to get to the basket, and I think that's where he's really lethal. I think sometimes he settles too much for his 3 ball, and his off the bounce game and his attacking of the rim is really the reason we recruited him above all else.
Scotty?
Coach, even when Stan's offense wasn't coming to him early on, it seemed like he was still making some pretty impactful defensive plays. What are you seeing from him on that end? Kind of what's his potential as a defender?
Yeah, so tonight, Scotty, he played, more small forward than he has all year. Obviously, because Adis was not available in the second half. So we had a little bit bigger lineup. He's been, playing small ball 5 for us and playing a little bit of 4 mostly. And tonight he got to play a little bit of 3. I thought he did a pretty good job defensively, although he gave up middle dribble penetration a few times. One of the things that we just keep talking to Stan about is, being a little bit more active with his hands, and he did have 2 steals tonight. But I thought his shot selection was really good.
Well, Devo rebounded pretty well, got some offensive board. What did you think of that aspect?
Yeah, I thought against the zone, Devo did a good job down there in the dunker spot, getting 3 offensive rebounds, and I thought he did a solid job for us down there on the O boards.
And Like's just a rough game for him. Or?
You said it, Bob, not me. Looked pretty rough to me.
What did you think of his game? I didn't word that very well.
No, you did word it really good. I mean, he didn't play very well. So he's got, Wednesday to bounce back. He didn't, I was upset he didn't cut hard on a side out of bounds play. And then when we were on defense, when you guard the inbounder, you're supposed to stagger jump. And they had a little internal huddle, and he came out of that, as everyone did, a little bit late, so we didn't get a staggered jump. So there's these little things, that were bothersome more so than the 0 for 7.
Because they were without.
And you're supposed to front the post here, meaning you get in front of the guy instead of play behind him, and he didn't do that either.
They were without their best player today, Dingle. When did you find out that he wasn't going to play, and how did that maybe change things, if at all?
Well, to some degree, I wish he would have played because we talked about it for 4 days, and I had no idea that 0 was that good, although I knew he averaged about 18 a game per 40 minutes, so I knew he could score the ball. I don't think their coaching staff would have to answer it. I don't think it matters much because the other kid played so efficient. I don't know how Dingle could have played any better than 9 of 15, 3 of 8 from 3, 4 for 5, 25 points. Pretty good for a freshman. And we got to guard him, too.
Eric, there have been a lot of upsets in the ranked teams. I know you said you wished you played better today with the fact that you guys are 6-0. It's a pretty solid schedule. Just how do you feel at this point?
Yeah, I'm assuming tomorrow we'll be ranked in the top 10. Only guessing, but just assumptions because, we all follow college basketball and we're looking at stuff. And, anytime you're, a ranked team in any sport is difficult. Then you got a target on your back. And, we did win by double digits tonight against a team that I thought they played Utah State phenomenal. I told our team today Utah State's a tough, hard-nosed team and a really good team. And Penn competes, and they're very, very, very well coached. They backdoor cut you. They shoot threes. But I want to keep getting better, So I'm not going to sleep well tonight because I just saw too many holes. Defensively at the guard spot, I expect us to lock people up. I don't expect guys to go for career nights. That's not who we have been in the past in the backcourt defensively. I don't expect to turn the ball over 15 times against Penn. And so, I'm on edge today about getting better. Happy that we won, happy that we're undefeated. But, tonight you got to play your minutes so that people like Jackson can get in the game and we can evaluate. But when you mess around with the game and you don't close people out, unfortunately, not everybody gets an opportunity to go out there and prove themselves. And so that's where I am. With how the game unfolded in the second half.
I assume you saw where Northern Iowa went the same amount of veteran.
Watch the whole game.
What do you think, and does that make you feel better about stuff?
I feel good. I just, I got to give you guys something to write about. Northern Iowa's good. When Ruda did the schedule, he told me you're not going to like this game when we play him, but if we beat him, it's going to hold some weight like Abilene and Christian did and some of the teams that we played last year, Oral Roberts, and we've played North Texas in the past. Those games carry weight. And It was a great game. I mean, St. Bonaventure's a heck of a team. Northern Iowa's. I mean, it was a fun game to watch, and they're going to win some big games. Northern Iowa is.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.